Why do growing businesses love working in Slack? Let's ask Christy at RE Bikes.
Running things in Slack saves me so much time.
AI summaries save 97 minutes per week. What say you, Rox from Gosney?
Slack helps us build community, it helps us build connection.
Your partners, vendors and customers all in one place. Take us on home, Ashley from Caraway.
If we didn't have Slack tomorrow, I would explode.
Well, let's not let that happen. Visit slack.com/podcast to get 50% off Slack Business Plus.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just
speaking into the void?
But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, hello, and welcome to Riffs on Riffs, where I am excited because for years I've been wanting to talk about this artist. When you think about artists that went from football to fame and fortune, I even think he had a lyric in his song. I was an offensive tackle and a hell of a block. And so finally, we're going to give Meatloaf his long overdue flowers. So I'm just thrilled, Tobe, that we're going back in the archives today to dive in.
Yeah,
where do you want to start?
We're not. We can start with that's the wrong artist. We can start with that.
Hold on. Checks notes. Oh my goodness, we've got yet another football player gone mainstream.
Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah, we do. This gentleman's name is BigXThaPlug. And Riffers, today, the song that we are looking to discuss is a track called All the Way by BigXThaPlug. And this song's actually, he's got Bailey Zimmerman, country singer, that is on this, makes a cameo, sings the chorus on this track. Look, I want to be real honest here, Riff Nation. If you're watching the show, if you're watching the video, and if you're not, look, I encourage you to do that. Go on YouTube and watch it. If you aren't, I just want you to know what the situation is, okay? The situation is that it is less than 2 hours from the game. From the game. Now, make no mistake, we love this podcast. We love what we do. We love talking to you. But there are priorities. So we are going to make this really, really quick. We're going to get right to the point. It ain't going to be a whole lot of dancing around the issues. I aims to get to the point. All right. BigXThaPlug, All the Way. Bailey Zimmerman. Joe, your thoughts.
Oh, wait a minute. You're just going to pivot from that, saying we're going to go right into it.
We're going to go right into it.
Toby, by the way, for those of you who can't see, Toby's rocking the Buckeye necklace in addition to all the other Ohio State paraphernalia.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait, here comes. Oh, now we got the hat on.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
Listen. I am in enemy territory. Do you understand?
You are.
All right. So, I didn't even have all of this gear before I moved here. I had to defend myself. All right. Let's go.
And it's interesting because the Ohio State kind of looks like a circlet, like a Wonder Woman circlet, the way it wraps around the hat. So I'm looking for you to channel your superpowers today.
Yeah. Well, if you see me start spinning in circle like Linda Carter, you know what's happening.
You're going to put me under the lasso of truth? This is what I'm worried about.
I don't think I need the lasso for you to tell me the truth on this song, Joe. Mr. Watson X. I don't think I need that. I think you're going to tell me what you feel about the song, even without all of that.
Yeah. Okay. It's a song.
Yeah. So, newsflash, people. Joe doesn't like it. He does not like the song. And I'll say this. The song, to me, is just okay. It's just okay.
And I think you're 100% right. I don't like the song. I don't hate the song. It's just okay.
It's just okay.
It's meh.
It's just okay. And and here's the interesting thing. I know we typically talk about the history. We've never done a pod on Big X in the past. And this guy, I don't know how, but he just somehow, some way snuck into not my DMs, but he snuck into my
Whoa,
algorithm.
he's sliding into that's a big slide right there. You're not hiding that. There's no sneaking involved.
Ain't no sneaking. No, he his song snuck into the algorithm, so I listened to some of his other tracks, and he was an artist that piqued my curiosity because the way that he rhymes, the music that he was rhyming to, there were a couple of tracks that I really, really liked. One's called Mm-hmm. The other one is called Back on My BS.
Because that's got some great samples.
Dude, fantastic samples. And so when this album came out, well, at first I heard that he did a song with Post Malone. I'm like, huh. Then I heard this other song.
Can we pause for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I get your thoughts on Post Malone? I was just thinking this weekend because he did the halftime show for
one of the
I forget which game. One of the I think it was the Chiefs game. I don't know why Post Malone is popular. I have no idea how that dude became a star. So maybe we'll save that for a different episode. But
for like a Post Malone episode?
For maybe for a post. We'll do a post episode.
Post Malone.
Yeah. But I'm just curious, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your rating of Post Malone as an artist?
Look, the songs that he has the amazing ability to do songs like what was the song, Circles, I think I want to say one of the tracks he does is called,
well, there's Sunflowers,
I love Sunflower.
Do you?
I love it. Absolutely love it. Love it. And right. The song that he does, is it called? Yeah, it's called Circles. I love that song.
Interesting.
There's another track called Wow. Love it. Love that song.
Huh. Okay.
But I don't know if I'm crazy about his latest stuff. You know, from what I understand, and I have to do more research, you know, we're kind of talking, usually we do a little bit of research before we chat about cats, but this Post Malone, I want to say, started off in country, went to rap, and then now is kind of going back to country or some kind of
full-blown country
mix.
Now again.
Yeah. So I'm not the biggest country fan. I appreciate it. I'm not the biggest country fan. The rap stuff, trap stuff, the singing, I like the way he mixed it together. I thought it was good. I think he experimented a little bit. I think his voice is okay, but for the music that he does, it's fine. And there we go. It's interesting, and let's circle back to Big X because
sorry.
No, you're fine, but I think it all connects because those songs I like from Big X, a lot of those tracks were made by the same producer. The tracks that I like were done by the same producer, being Tony Coles. He was responsible for some of those tracks. I was like, that's it. And I feel like there are some producers that have a unique, like they hit a certain key or have certain, like, relationship is good enough, or it just works. It just works. And I feel like some of these songs, the Bailey Zimmerman song, the All the Way, yeah, man, it's cool. Like I said, the song that he did with, what is it? Hell at Night by Ella Langley. Did you listen to that?
I listened to this album at least 3 times.
That song,
whether I wanted to or not,
makes me laugh. I love the concept because it's like it's just
not a
like,
nice song, Toby.
It's just grudge. It's just a grudge,
straight
thing.
Up grudge.
And I appreciate that. I thought it was funny for that, especially to have a woman sing, from her perspective, not from her perspective, but to sing the chorus. I thought was amazing. I loved it for that. But the actual rapping wasn't the best, and it felt off, and it felt like, I don't know. It just felt like he was trying too hard. Like they could have done a little bit more work in that regard.
I think that's my overall take on this album in particular. Every rap is the same. The flow is the same. The content is pretty much the same. And there's to me, a pretty strong delineation in every song where it's like, okay, we're going to do our country singer. Now we're going to throw in a rap verse. Then we're going to do our country chorus. Then we're going to throw in a rap verse. And so it's very almost formulaic. And clearly it's a formula that people love and appreciate because it's extremely popular. But it gets a little repetitive for me. And I think that's just kind of where I lose it. And I'm like, huh. Again, I feel like there's just opportunity to do some more, take a few more risks, do some further exploration within each of these songs and maybe integrate them a little bit differently or change things up a little bit. But that's just...
Yep. I think you just should have spent a little bit more. The project feels rushed. I mean, it feels rushed. Like, hey, I've got these verses, I've got these ideas. There's really nothing wrong with the song concepts, in my opinion. Misses a girl, grudge against a girl, or whatever. Okay, got it. You know. But again, it just seemed like an idea that this dude had. Like, oh, let's do country. I want to do the whole album in country. It's like, man, you could have done 3 songs country-wise, and then did some other stuff, and the album to me would have been better. It probably would have been a lot better. Like, I feel like this is a cake he took out the oven just a little bit too fast. And it's sad because the country parts of the songs aren't bad. They're fine. They're fine. And I know that he can rap. I know he can rhyme. I've heard that. So you would think, oh, it should be a good pairing. But like you said, the formula is there, but it's clunky. So if we're making an analogy about it, it's like, well, hey, here's the number, here's the goal, and we're dividing a number into it, and we're left with a remainder, and doesn't go clean. So it's not a clean.
It's not easily divisible.
And you're left with something. The timing sometimes is a little bit off. Sometimes it feels a little bit clunky, and it's like, when the country part is coming in. Like,
absolutely.
I feel like I could tell Pharrell, like, hey, Pharrell, we need a country album. And I think Pharrell found a country hip hop album. And I think Pharrell would kill it. Like, he'd find a way. You'd love it or you'd hate it, but you know that it would be different. He'd push things, and we would somehow, some way get there. This right here it almost sounds AI-ish.
Super.
Like,
AI-ish.
Because it's like you just cut and pasted and boom, done deal. And it was,
well, even the verses, because I was listening to his flow and people were saying, oh, he's very articulate in the way he hits things, and he doesn't kind of record every line. And I'm like, there's no way that he's not doing that, because he's finishing a syllable and the next line is coming in. It's clearly cut in almost every track. And I'm like, okay, so that's not accurate. And again, that to me gives it this AI vibe to it. It's funny. I know I sent you that link from Rick Beato and talking about kind of the future of AI music and Suno being popular, and really how Nashville songwriters and everybody else are kind of using it as a cheat code, for lack of a better word. And I could see, one of the things he was talking about is for people who don't have access to making music, like I'm a poet and I've got this catalog of writing and I've always wanted to hear what it would sound like as music, and I just plug it into AI and give it a genre. I could see that being very fulfilling. I think that's pretty cool. Now, whether or not I want that necessarily released as something for the masses to listen to, I don't know, maybe. But then because music has become so formulaic, and because, here's a question for you, Tobe. If all we are doing is taking all the music that's ever been made, training AI, and then saying making new music, have we pretty much just become stalled and stagnant as a race, and we're not going to create something new? Because we're not creating anything new. We're literally just mining the past and say, do this in a different way.
Yeah. I mean, to answer your question, Joe, I mean, yes, it becomes predictable, but most of the music on the radio is predictable at this time. So to a certain extent, why are we upset and why are we surprised? This is pop music largely today. AI is just making it happen quicker and giving the general public access. We've talked about it all the time. That, hey, it's these chords, whether it's a Taylor song, whether it's a song from The Weeknd, whether it's a song from Bruno Mars, these are going to be the same chords they're going to use, and they do it, And so in a way, yeah, that's exactly what, AI is not even working that hard. The nice thing is with AI is like, okay, well, hey, I can't play violin. I don't know 10 brothers that are going to want to play violin behind me, but I can get AI to do it like this. That's cool. And I think that's fantastic. I also will say this is that not everybody knows what to do in AI. Like everybody's got a keyboard, everybody's got a beat making machine, but not everybody's beats are going to sound the same. Because now everybody can sample. Sample's not a big deal anymore. Everybody can do it, right? But not everyone is going to do it quite the same way. Everybody's going to chop. So then comes chopping and all the highly technical stuff. And after everybody gets that, then comes the finger drumming and all of that. So we will take it up to another level. And I think AI in music is a thing. It's always interesting. It's interesting. It's like, boba and tea. It's a thing, but I don't know.
Didn't see that one coming.
I like
a little boba and tea.
Yeah, right.
Once
it's
in
cool.
a while.
Right. Once in a while. It's fine.
I want it in my tea every day.
Not every day. And I think
it's a novelty.
It's a novelty. And once people, and there are some people that'll swear by it. Some people that this is what they like, and that's fine. I think that, I do think, with that same video, we're talking about like charts and whatnot. And, for this, I think that they should have AI charts. I don't think that their charts should be the same as real people charts. Like, no, put that over here in another chart and pay them half the royalties that you would get for somebody else. Let's solve that right now. And that way you'd have an excuse. Hey, you can make as much AI music as you want. It will be evaluated amongst other AI tracks and we're done. You could do that. I have no problem with that. But to me, when that stuff happens, it just pushes humans to be that much more creative. It pushes, because there's no way that AI is going to do Remy Wolf. There's no way that, not in the style, not like, you don't know what Remy's going to say. You have no idea what she's going to say. And I just think it's going to, I think AI is going to have a hard time keeping up with all that. But if all we're expecting is the same old, then yeah, AI is great. If you don't want anything new, you don't want anything creative,
you just want something in the background that's pleasing in the way that all the other stuff has been pleasing, then you're good to go.
And to a certain, in a certain aspect, Joe, when we talk about, I talk to a lot of adults around the same age, and a lot of them really don't listen to new music anyway. A lot of them are really stuck in one genre. And again, that is what AI is really appealing to. It's like, well, look, if Biggie or Tupac had never passed away, then they would still be creating music in this frame. And there you have it. Oh, it's like, okay, well, with AI, Biggie can make, 13 more albums. We can never get tired of Biggie if that's the case.
It's just not interesting to me. But
I hear you.
And I wonder too, in the same way, I'm not going to go on a completely different tangent, but if we think about young artists coming up now, and I can't even believe this is still a thing, that people still have an issue with hip hop and country crossovers. Like, come on, stop. This is 2025. What are we doing?
It's almost 2026, Joe.
It is, right? So it's insane.
Right.
We've been full blown into a genreless whatever for a long time. So I don't know if you got an issue with that. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
But I wonder if now that kids are grown up listening to all the things, if they have the same opportunity to do a deep dive into styles that they would have back in the day. So, if you grow up as families listen to country all the time, and, maybe pops is listening to country and mom's listening to hip hop, hopefully you're getting exposed to both of those in equal measure and you're assimilating that. But there's that ability to really kind of go down a rabbit hole when you're discovering music, especially in those formative years where you're just ingesting all of the things and figuring out what you like and what your influences are. And I don't know, I don't think you can necessarily be overwhelmed with too many disparate styles or whatever, but I wonder if it slows the learning curve a little bit, and if now I have immediate access to AI and other things where I don't have to go explore and go down rabbit holes and find new artists and find other sounds that I like. It's like it's a ready-made platter, and I can take a little bit of this and a little bit of this and kind of mush them together, and on the surface, it's fine, but you don't get all of the aromatics and flavors and richness and depth that you might get if you were taking the time to season properly.
Yeah.
This episode of Riffs on Riffs is brought to you by DistroKid, your ultimate partner for taking your music to the next level.
With DistroKid, uploading your songs or albums to online stores and streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube Music is easier than ever. Plus, you can easily pay your collaborators with splits and send large files securely to anyone with Instant Share.
And guess what else? You can get a YouTube official artist channel for free via DistroKid. You can send credits to stores, and you can use Hyperfollow to promote your release.
DistroKid has everything you need to succeed in the digital music landscape.
But that's not all. DistroKid now offers a convenient mobile experience with the DistroKid app, available on iOS and Android.
With the app, you can manage your releases, track your streaming stats, and even withdraw your earnings, all from the palm of your hand. And for the artists looking to perfect their sound, there's Mixia. With Mixia, you can put the finishing touches on your tracks in minutes, ensuring they sound polished and professional every time.
And if you need to share large files securely with collaborators, producers, or playlist curators, look no further than Instant Share. It's free to send up to 1 gigabyte of files, and your music will stream at the highest quality, making the best impression possible.
So why wait? Elevate your music career today with DistroKid and unlock a world of possibilities.
Riffs on Riffs listeners get 30% off their first year at DistroKid by going to distrokid.com/VIP/riffsonriffs.
We are definitely in a microwave type mentality state.
Vinnie Johnson.
Vinnie Johnson, famous Detroit Piston, nicknamed the microwave, just because of the fact that he could heat up just like that.
Come off the bench and start firing.
Come off the bench hot, right? We're in a microwave type of mentality. We want everything now. We want things done now. We don't want to take the time to learn much of anything. And when you can get it that fast, you don't really learn to appreciate it. It's the difference between going out to eat and actually cooking it. When you cook it yourself, you're going to have a different level of appreciation. You have a different level of appreciation. So, again, I think it all depends on the purpose and the intent. Like we're both writing books right now. You and I, we're both writing books. And in this process, we're going to, close to the end, we're going to come to a point where we have to publish the book, right? We can go through Amazon, kind of self-publish. You can do other things, right? Go through other ways. Regardless, once the book is done, the book is done. And a lot of people look at that as being I think for the layman, they probably will look at that as being the goal, just to make the book. No, the making the book is just part of the journey. It is not the completion of the journey. The journey is now talking about it. It's talking about the concepts listed in the book. When you finish the book, you have just begun, really, and now you just have another tool in your arsenal that you can use to refer back to. I think that with AI, you're going to have people that create albums, they're going to have people that create stuff, and they're going to look at like, hey, this is it. This is, I'm done. Just like somebody who maybe self-publishes and doesn't do the things, the book tours, the networking that it's going to take to actually push your book and make it what it can be. People like live performances. You can't do that with AI.
We're going to want them a lot more now because of AI. We're going to crave that human connection.
Prove to me that you're live. And I think that AI can do a wonderful job in sketching an idea, and then you say, like, you know what? I like that. Like there's this whole thing going on right now about 60s, like these current day rap songs, right? Or golden era boom bap songs now made in 60s type of format. And I'm like, this is wonderful. I heard the Eminem and Jay-Z song. I think I sent it to you.
Yeah. And what did I send back?
You was like, I hate that I like this so much. I hate that I like this so much. I think that's what you said.
Yeah, that's one. And two, I was like, where have I heard this before? Oh, yeah, The Temptations, right? Go listen to Papa Was a Rolling Stone. Go listen to some of the, like, it's, I don't know that I'd made the connection to boom bap from The Temptations or from Motown as quickly as I did when I was like, man, you take these verses and you throw them over kind of that style. It's like the through line is pretty obvious once you see it or once you hear it.
Sure.
I just thought that was really cool.
Well, the other thing though, yes. And I will say one of the differences is like, well, now, it's like the beginning of hip hop is like boom, the hip, the hop, the bip, it was that real kind of simplistic type style, and it got more and more complicated. Well, now with Eminem rhyming and putting that over a 60s type beat, well, that's something different. It's something special. And I'm like, and then singing it, like, dude. But I feel that we are very close to someone saying, I could do that. Like, I can do that. We'll just create new music like this, and I could do that. Going back to Big X, I feel like somehow someone may have added some stuff together and like, oh man, we could do this. We could actually do a whole album like this, and it wouldn't take that much. In fact, to give it, respect, we'll find all these these named country artists to sing on it. There's a comic book called back in the day, it was a comic book called Marvel Team Up, and it was a Spider-Man comic, but he always would team up with another superhero, right? Every issue, and that was part of the attraction, right? Who's Spider-Man going to team up with? If you don't want to read a book that's solely about Spider-Man every time, I feel like this is like a Big X team up that no one really wanted, no one really asked for, per se. And my problem is, again, it's just like I don't really see a bond with any of these folks. I just saw it being like a money grab. Like, hey, somebody get Darius Rucker on here. We'll open it up with him. Let's get let's get that.
What? Darius Rucker opening up, like, huh? I didn't see that one coming either.
And no one did. And no one did.
But somebody was like, hey, Darius is around. He's down the hall. He's going to come in and just, because I'm sure that dude can walk in and sing whatever you want pretty quickly.
And he did.
And he did. And that was it. Laid it down. We're out.
Yeah.
I certainly get the sense it's intentional. Big X talks about his name. Obviously, his name is Xavier Landon. And played football, 6'3", 315, all of that, large human. And then the plug, right? That's what you do as a lineman. You're well, actually, mostly as a defensive tackle, you're plugging holes. Anyway, but he kind of pivoted and said, well, that's what I'm doing now. My life is about plugging my work and my art and my name and getting it out there. And that's exactly what this album feels like. It's a plug. It's a plug for other artists. It's a plug by connecting his name to him. It's a plug for another. I mean, again, I feel like we should be kind of past this with Beyonce and Cowboy Carter and like the fact that country and hip hop stop. It's a thing. It's always going to be a thing now. Shabuzi's on this album, so I don't know. I think it's a plug.
Well, look, plug also stands for drug dealer. As well. So I feel like they're
going to avoid that one.
And he did get arrested for selling. Hence went to jail and lost his scholarship and lost all of that. Went to jail, got out of jail, and then immediately went into the studio and could write. This is, he is He's interesting. He's an interesting cat. I definitely think, he has a mentality toward business. And I definitely think he's making certain decisions all for business. We will see where it goes. I could easily see him, doing something a little bit different this next album. We'll just see how it's still early to see where this is going to go, how popular this album is going to be, how successful this album is going to be. Will he make it to like the country? Will he be able to present or able to perform on the next country music awards? Will it get to that level? Since he has all of these co-stars that are singing with him, does that help his campaign to be accepted? Are there other people that are going to do it as well? I mean, Shaboozey's big, and the song that he does with Shaboozey is not a bad song. I mean, the music is like,
it's fine. I could hear this in a commercial somewhere.
Totally. Yeah, I could just see a Ford truck, right? Ford
100%.
Truck commercial.
Yep.
That big, the Titan or whatever the big one is, whatever which one that is. Yeah, but not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Not every day. It's just all right. It's just okay. But that's that.
Is that just what pop music is always going to be? And it kind of always has been. Every once in a while you get artists that come in and disrupt it, but you always have your baseline of mid-level, not taking any chances, not taking any risks. It's like, okay, here we go. This is your fast food. And there's a lot of the world that subsists on fast food.
Yeah.
Whether it's good for you or not. But we all like a good Big Mac once in a while.
For sure. The secret sauce is amazing. I don't know, man. It's hard. It's difficult when you're talking about like pop music, at least for me. Because at the same time, I mean, pop music is literally just popular music. Like Olivia Dean is not pop music to me, but she's very popular at this moment. I mean, like very, very popular. And they're playing her like everywhere. She's on Saturday Night Live. I mean, that's
pop music.
It's pop music, but that didn't seem like her intention to make pop music. Maybe I'm off, because I don't know her. But in the I think her intention was just, I'm here to make music, and that's that. I think other people are looking to just make popular music, make pop music. You see what I'm saying?
Make music for the masses in order to sell to the masses versus making music for yourself as an artist, hoping that people respond to it.
Right. And just so happen to get, popular really, it's happened to get, really well received, well liked. It's different. I mean, there's different levels, obviously, to pop. There's just different, how good it is, how not good it is, and so forth, and but I always it's like an internal battle with me, whether I like it, because I don't want to say anything negative about pop music in general. Sure. Yeah, because some of it's all right, it's okay, it just happens to be really, really popular, and there you have it.
Yeah, and Look, we're a sample size of 2 on this show, and if millions and millions are responding, and kind of getting back to what you said earlier, most people, I think, are just happy to have something on that sounds familiar. And I don't care about, how many people do you know that have no idea what the lyrics are?
Tons.
Or, I just like the beat, or whatever. It's like, okay, so it serves a different purpose in so many people's lives that it's just the vanilla-ness of it is fine. I do want to ask you, so, Big X is from Dallas, and I think he spent some time in Houston, and that sent me down a rabbit hole, because whenever I think of Houston, I think of the Ghetto Boys, and, those cats, came to be...
Willie D!
when I was of a certain age, and they scared the bejesus out of me, but I couldn't help loving some of their stuff. But, Houston has this sort of reputation, and then they were talking about DJ Screw, which I hadn't really spent a ton of time listening to. And so in kind of prep for this episode, I went back and I was like, I didn't realize this sort of thing was a thing. So I'm just curious if you have any thoughts on kind of that Texas hip hop sound?
Well, I mean, Scarface is looked at as being one of the best of all time. He's looked at as being one of the greats. And I used to listen to the Ghetto Boys back in the day for sure. I mean, if I could listen to "Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster" any day of the week.
Any day, yeah.
Life's playing tricks on me. Mine's playing tricks on me is fantastic song as well. And there's others. I mean, those are just the ones that are really, really popular. I mean, Scarface, when his solo career is, he's fantastic. He's great. Yeah. I mean, what's there to say? I think that Texas definitely represented the South pretty well. I think before Southern hip hop, there was Texas, hip hop, and I think that they did it. I mean, when you look at Southern, back in the day, it was like, well, it wasn't really Southern rap. Not that everyone talked about. We only talked about Texas. We talked about, and
it was East Coast, West Coast, and there was this sort of this Texas anomaly
until Outkast,
right?
Outlast. Until I'm so ready for this game, y'all.
Okay.
You have no idea.
We gotta get Toby up and out of here.
Until Outkast. I think Outkast changed it a little bit. I think, then you start looking at Georgia, and then, Ludacris, really looking at Georgia as well. And, now with groups like that, and then, there's J. Cole a lot later, but before him, you had Little Brother from North Carolina. Over time, people are just like, well, look, anybody can rhyme. We need to kind of show you what we can do.
Why do we have to beef from somewhere in order to do that?
Yeah. That was just us in the infantile early stages. But yeah, those are my thoughts on that. I'm not a huge fan of Southern hip hop myself. There are certain standout groups, of course, absolutely. Ghetto Boys for sure. Outkast for sure. Luda for sure. I think Ludacris is one of the best. Like, clearly, dude is crazy talented. But yeah, either you're good or you're not.
Why don't we move from the South to beating that team up north? And right?
Yeah, from where? Well, yeah. I'm so looking forward to this game. I can't express to you. We've had a fantastic season. Almost a boring season, some would say, because of the way we've been beating teams.
Very professional, very workmanlike.
Yeah, I just want them to get in there and just do the thing. Do the damn thing. Get in there and do it. Take care of business. Unlike my Cleveland Cavs are doing right now. Just take care of business. Get in there, do your thing.
All right. Well, I'd say we get out and go do our thing. So thank you, riffers, for coming along. As Toby said earlier, we're going to start posting to YouTube so you can get a look behind. If we look behind the scenes now, it looks like Toby switched out Stevie Wonder and covered up Jay-Z. So
yeah, I covered him up. I got RJD2 back there, and I got a Bob James Earl Clue album back there as well. So mix it up a little something.
Absolutely.
6, 7.
Oh no. And we're going to try and start putting the video versions of these on Spotify as well. So apparently that's a thing that people enjoy. And you can see our smiling faces and Toby's beautiful Buckeye necklace in this episode. So with that, Tobe, tell them how to find us on the other socials. And
All right. Well, hey, we are at Riffs on Riffs. So RIFFS on Riffs. You can go to see us at the website. That's our handle on Instagram and on Facebook. Of course, you can go to YouTube. We got a channel going on there. Joe's working really hard to get that channel out to you guys as well with new content. So please make sure that you subscribe to that, and hey, if you're listening to us on your podcast or on your streaming platform, please make sure you leave a review. It really helps. And if you're asking, does it really help? Well, in the words of BigXThaPlug,
Perfect. And with that, keep listening.
Huzzah!
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.